Good morning, everyone. It's Fiona from the Facebook page Angelic Inspiration. It's Saturday, the 26th of November, and I'll be doing some cards for the week. So from the 26th to the Friday, the 2nd of December. What I'd like to say is that at the moment I feel that a lot of people are going through clearing and changes and situations in their lives where they're quite worried and distressed and probably feeling a little uneasy. All you need to do when you're feeling like that is just try and relax, try and breathe, speak to your angels, speak to the divine, speak to whoever it is that you feel comfortable with, voice how you're feeling and let it go. If you still don't find improvement, do speak to a friend or a doctor. I've also noticed that a lot of people, when they're going through clearing and stages, they put symptoms like neck strains and headaches and stomach cramps down to the clearing. Obviously, initially that's correct, but if the problem persists, you should consult a specialist about how you're feeling. We can't always determine that it's down to our spirituality, that we're just going through a shift or a phase. Another thing I'd like to say is when you start communicating with your angels and the divine and spirit, you must learn to open up and close down. It's very, very important that you sit down and ground yourself, protect yourself. And this opening up and closing down is very important. There's a time and place to communicate with the angels and with the deceased loved ones and whomever else you want to communicate with that I haven't mentioned. Because if you are open all the time, you are like this beaming light, and all entities will come to you and you're like this lighthouse, and they all know that you're open, and you'll feel drained, exhausted and uneasy and things. If you don't know how to open up and close down and protect yourself, Google it online. Take a look on Google and Google up opening up and closing down, spirituality and so on and so forth, and learn about how to do these things. Because you won't be doing yourself any favors if you're a constant beaming light for everybody, and all the angels and everyone to come to you. The next thing is, when you speak to your angels, if you're wondering why things aren't happening, you have to ask them to help you with the situations and so on and so forth. If you don't ask, they can't help you. There's times where I feel quite uneasy because there's a lot of energies floating around me at the moment, a lot of people on the page, etc. And I too have to say, help me clear away the anxiety that isn't mine, and what is mine, help me sort it out. And you'll get the answers. So always remember, speaking to the angels and the divine, opening up, closing down. Yes, you may get headaches while you're clearing through issues and so on and so forth. Some of that can be allocated to ascension and to communicating and clearing. But do be vigilant to what is an illness and what is part of your spirituality. So anyway, the lecture over there. So the first card is Change in Direction. That's the overall card, and I've taken that from Daily Guidance from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Change in Directions is a beautiful card. It's got a stork and I'd say a cherub type angel on the picture, with a beautiful sky with nice clouds, and my cats are fighting in the background if you can hear them, and a little baby. So new ideas, there's new things coming. The stork looking at a map. The changes that you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. So hopefully, if you are going through changes, if you haven't been going through changes, you will possibly be going through changes. Change happens all the time, especially around this time of year. People make you know, take stock of their lives and want to change and be happy and fit and loved. When you make these changes, know that you are divinely protected. You have everything that you need and everyone that you need in place. And if they're not visible to you, they will become visible. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help from physical people. Okay, the next card is reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistent high level. So, when you're giving and helping and doing all kinds of things for your friends and for your colleagues and work and family and so on and so forth, it is important to take time out and just look after you. And treat yourself, be it a hot chocolate at Costa Coffee, or be it a massage, or even just taking half an hour where you say, everybody, this is my time. I'm gonna, I don't know, have a bath. I'm going to sit outside, even if it's cold, and just walk barefooted in my grass, or sit by the river and just breathe in. Whatever it is that you need to give to yourself, give it to yourself. It's very, very important. It recharges the batteries and it replenishes the soul. Giving and receiving complements rewarding yourself. So on this card, there's a beautiful, beautiful angel in a white dress, and she's feeding a kangaroo who's got a baby in its pouch. And she's got a beautiful coloured parrot on her other hand. So giving and receiving, the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So giving and receiving. So you give something, someone else should give you something back, or you should be rewarded in some kind of way, not necessarily by the same person, but in one way or another. And that's what this card is saying, keeping a balance. And I mentioned that on the page quite often, is keeping a balance. You have to keep a balance and so on. And if you don't keep that balance, then it's not going to be good. And then the next card is listen, which is also a beautiful angel. She's sitting in a dark room with golden light around her, and she's going, shh. So listen, quieten your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state, without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So you're not hearing your angels, you're not sure where you're going, not sure what you're doing, you don't know what life is going to throw at you. You have to sit and be quiet and just let the thoughts flow. Ask for signs, ask for clear signs that you understand. Speak to your angels, even ask Archangel Michael to cut away the unhealthy cords and attachments that no longer serve you. Ask Archangel Raphael to bring in the healing, Archangel Shamuel to bring in the love, Archangel Jophiel to bring in and intensify and beautify your life and make it pretty again if you don't feel that it's pretty enough. And by that I don't mean, you know, beautiful things. I mean beauty from friends, beauty from your emotional state, all of those things. And then if there's something that you've been meaning to do or wanting to do, the next card is go for it. It's got a beautiful white unicorn on it, and a beautiful angel in purple and a blue dress with some red, and she's wearing a hat. And it says basically, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. So you've got to listen you've got to see that there may be a change in your direction, start rewarding yourself, keep the balance of giving and receiving. So if you're giving too much, give a little less. If you're receiving too much, give a little more back. You know, it doesn't have to be the same people that you're giving and receiving to. Really, it doesn't. And it doesn't have to be monetary. You could give help, or kind words, or a smile. You know, and then the next card then was listen, remember? So you start listening, and the ideas and the change and all of that, it will all fall into place, and then it's the go for it. So that's quite lovely, I think. Everybody needs change. We all want change. We all want to be happy. We all want, you know, what's good for us and good for our families and friends. So the next card I've taken is from A Pocket Full of Angels by Mary Jack. And the card says, this is your time. You are on the right path and your achievements have the potential to be truly amazing now. Don't let a lack of confidence hold you back. Your angels believe that you can succeed and ask that you share that belief with them. So go ahead now with confidence. Take that leap and watch yourself soar. So, with all that, giving and receiving and keeping balance, the time is now for you to walk on that path, follow that change, and believe in yourself. Have faith that you can do these things. You know. And then I've pulled a card from Jacky Newcomb's deck, which is Angel Secrets. And the card is, you already have everything you need to succeed. So that tells me that within yourself, and I think I did look in the book earlier just to see what the card means, and it basically means everything that you have is inside, everything that you need is inside of you. All you have to do is be confident and know that you will learn all you need to know on the way. All you need to do is believe in yourself and start focusing on making those steps to make whatever it is that you want happen. So in a way, these cards complement each other. This is your time. You already have everything you need to succeed, and the Doreen Virtue ones also complemented that. So I hope that the people there that need the change or want to settle in their new routines and make positive life changes for themselves will take on what's been said and just focus on service, focus on being, and when you start just being and trying on what you want to be, everything changes and everything works in your favor. It can't work against you if you're, you know, being loving and caring and giving and receiving and speaking to your angels. Law of attraction. So keep your thoughts positive. If you walk around going, I fear this and I fear that and I scare this, I'm scared of that, I can't do this and I can't do that. If you have a really valid reason why you can't do something, then fair enough. Speak to the angels. Ask the angels to help you. Speak to the divine. Speak to whoever. Ask them to give you a solution to that problem. But if you go around saying you can't do things because you're not willing to make those steps, or you're not willing to do these things or release those thoughts, then obviously you can't. The more you say can't, the more you'll bring in the won'ts and the fails. Another thing is the financial worry that people carry around with them. I know it's very easy to say, but do try and sit back and just say, I let go of money worries. I will always have what I need. Stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. If you need to pay bills and so on and so forth, and it's getting very tight or it's looking very tight, there are agencies that you can go and speak to help you with your financial worries. There are just asking the angels to help you. It does work. Believe me that it does work. I couldn't sit here and tell you this if I hadn't been there myself. Just ask them to help you and they will help you. I promise you they will. Little cash injections will come in that you least expected, or you'll suddenly have a little bit more than you thought, or go and look in your house through all those pennies and change them into proper notes or whatever, bigger coins. Damn, sorry, my cat's trying to eat my birthday cake. Get down, that was mine. So do think about those things. Positive thoughts bring in positive things. Negative thoughts bring in negative things. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you. And I'll speak to you again the same time next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.